Okay, so she made mention the contaminants being stored in the patient. So we have two tubes, the red one and the blue one. The red one will take the contaminated blood from the patient through the peristaltic pumps to the dialyzer where the filtration will take place. So the blood is being filtered here and the contaminants will be remained in the dialyzer. And the filtered blood will pass through the blue blood tube back to the patient. So it's a cycle, it's continuous. It will take about 4 hours for all the contaminants in the patient to be removed.
Atiefo mo se mentwatro fi ha yentwatro ha ye no kwaro nkuto ene ye ka ho asam mo se ne firi ni si ye adwuma fa e won wa keke nti moje fina ada wumu no afiri no betwene nyina fi wumu na eretwe no na wo ma moja eye papa e de replace ya wotwe na ase wo wumu na ebetimi ama owu aba no esanse moja na nye papa akoma ne moyi na kise owu kwan so na wasi no.
So when I want to vote, will you give me this one? I'm not going to put it in. Imagine this is the voting paper.
Yes.
And I show up and I have two of this. So it's less or more like this one is supposed to count
the number of ballot sheets.
The ballot sheet we put in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, please.
So if I have this one and I put it in, it will count here, one.
Yes, it will display on the display board as
Here.
one. Yes.
Amazing. So if I put in two, like I'm a thief,
Yes.
and I smuggle to pick two of this and I put it in there, it will show two.
No, it won't enter. It won't even enter the ballot box.
Sir?
Yes.
Maybe if you are piling it up, it wouldn't enter. But in case you want to do it maybe one by one, it will sound an alarm to indicate that you are doing it more than two, more than one.
So if I put this thing together and I'm putting it, it will not enter.
Yes.
Yes.
It will not
However, if I am too smart and I take it one after the other, like fast, and I pick one and put it and I pick one, and it will show that I've put two.
Yes. It will show that you've picked
It will show that I've put two.
And everyone will know that you've kept two because of the alarm.
Mema atiefo ne ahwefo akwaba ede bakoda media TV so samere me didi ka kire agaya odi asempa dwumedi ya yote ne din kirikiremu na medi ho chiame samere me ne me technician ono na obebi mia firenim furuma na yetimi de sa dwumedi fefefe a adesuade wo mu abre atiefo ne ahwefo technician ofre no Collins Tete na inde di kan awreba sa dwumedi so a mesra wan wa subscribe to Koda Media TV na dwumedi ne koso woni gye ho a na wa like na onua bi nso anya bi etie wo comment bi a fa to comment section ho jayo mi bia me ba be ma ansa fe nya wadwen kire obiara fa to ho ma kire na yegusu nkakra no na asam won waso bi a makote panyi se nkontimu hoi epro na mekote asam sa eya na mentimi kura na asam edimu nkiremu berematiefo ne ahwefo se na eya ne da no metobia asam papa na won so wopem asam yie ene den na na dan kwakufu ado a aba woto ma no 2016 na obeye president no ama enema bi hinta adadi papa esanse ni free education concept na ode bae no ama enema bi ho ntama apa mbofra bi daachi bi ananka wowo na mbere bi atwam education we edina when education tino wantimi afasa anema no amba ni na ye admission fee na obekọ secondary school a wotua na ho school fees abofra ntimi kwa akodu baabi na ohwefo no ohwe no sabe woni hopa na abrabo ye basa na abofra no je school nso bia na nka daachi bi woni mu a obetimi dia bre ganafo na aye ofra faso kase ama wiase ne kana nyina na nso sanse ohwefo no ifimu na school fees tua no kwaye bribia wo nti na ono so ogyai wakopa bribi foforo no waye ne daachi no I wasted yoni papi wo hono ma won ma me no gi won tamanom tonton japade bi ansan wotimi wi secondary school kra tua so ne ade ya one fasa abusua ne bi mu no na je say adwene no wo se den kra untimi develop adwene no na net akoye free admission, free tuition fee fa ba no ko ni ehia se so to man no ko yusu school mu no eno na to na fa ko na abofra no enko yusu na ne da achi bi ahinta woni mu ana oduma chere bi onyankopon de amma no no endedi na embesevo Ghana ni wiase nyina na emfa nhye onyankopon so anuonyam se onyankopon we otiase ene den emayewa bi a woko school wo Oboase Senior High Technical School wode anwa dibi ha me hwe ne me hukura djuru mi na nsese me disie mahin mahwefo ana matiefo so na ni nyina ne den sene onya access to education inti daachi bia woni mu a na apue na wanya kebe den inti erenche no medum be ko Oboase Senior High Technical School na miamesia ade ho aye ne de enwonwa se wani na enso ka kire emere nkwa ahi bia na yete se ekuyape manfi girls wonso won develop robot a wotimi soma na marko fa deba ena yenumia na wo Prempe College wonso wonde a woye metini akosi afia kobi secondary school a wonso wan yolo pretimi tu na etimi si fam yini nyina ye access a wonya to education na dan kwakufu arada woroma na oyi sa admission fee ni school fees ni fi honti biara timi ko bi na sankrofo yi onyankopon de bibia dua wo mu no etimi adadi na ereba be ye mfaso de ama afoforo so nti technician yenkwa na yenkonkwohwe ni esi wo Oboase Senior High Technical School machine bia won kidney ana won asabo asai asabo no sai pa na moja bigirem asabo no yade bia woni paimu a onyankopon boy no ade bia yinsu bia beko mu bia na esɔn so sonia owo onipa da sanimu sa asabo no awofre kidney nti sa kidney no mfumusu ba ho pa ntimi process bibia beko mu nti na kyese edi owu na ereba na enu na mofra na tenasia nyankopon aso wondai bi na wanya adwen se afiri bi obroni dia ya wo frɛ no dialysis sa dialysis no wodo kwato su kolebu a bu wodo to 1 hour sika obetua na timi chichiri kuro ebi wo di 2 hours a sika wodo obabodi no etimi tolore na enu na mofra se won ahwa sa o hawo ni nti won abeye sa afiri ni bi na sa abono a sebe skafu nkwa na wutim na hiafu ntimi no sa hawo no de afi ho nti abomofra no de won adwona kyekire sa afiri ni bi na won wakeke etiefo munyenko ne enko hwe ne isi wo Oboase Senior High Technical School.
Now what do you have here?
Please, this is a solar powered homemade dialysis machine.
And what is it about? I mean, how did it come about?
So please, when a person's kidney gets injured or diseased from an accident or maybe from a disease like nephritis, and the kidney can no longer perform its function like it's supposed to, which is filtering of toxic substances from the body like urea, excess salt, and then dissolved minerals, and then maybe excess water, then the nephrologist will opt for a dialysis treatment to get those waste substances out of the body. And this is the dialysis treatment. So what happens is that blood is taken from the patient. Okay, first, an arterial, a vein and then an artery are connected to form a fistula, so that to give the patient a firm grip, because a lot of pressure will be needed to take the blood from the patient and then go through the whole process. So the red tubes that you see here take the contaminated blood from the patient, and then the peristaltic pump, they work under the principle of peristalsis. So we have flexible tubes. It will contract and then relax to provide the right pressure for the fluid to flow through. And it will come to the dialyzer here. You can see this fiber-like things here. Please, can you move the camera to this, please? You can see this fiber-like things here. Inside is a fluid called a dialysis. So it has lower concentration than the contaminated blood. So the contaminants will move from the blood into the solution through diffusion. And then it works using the principle of diffusion and osmosis. So the purified blood will then run back to the patient. So please, I would like to hand over to Priscilla to help us with the whole operation of the device.
But before Priscilla comes in, what were some of the items that were used to build this dialysis machine, solar power dialysis machine?
Okay. So please, this thing that you see, it's a local board. This dialyzer, we bought them the tubes, we got them, and this one too, we bought them, but we looked on this one, like you see, to make this in our school. And then we have blood pressure sensors, we have electrocardiogram, and we have these buttons. So most of them were locally sourced.
Right. Okay.
We have the solar panels, that one too, we got them. So our device operates on solar power. So in case there are power outages, the system can still run.
Interesting. You wanted your colleague to also come in. I don't know. Write your name.
My name is Priscilla Sampama.
Priscilla, what do you have for us?
Okay, so I will take you through how the whole thing works. Okay, so she made mention the contaminants being stored in the patient. So we have two tubes, the red one and the blue one. The red one will take the contaminated blood from the patient through the peristaltic pumps to the dialyzer where the filtration will take place. So the blood is being filtered here and the contaminants will be remained in the dialyzer. And the filtered blood will pass through the blue blood tube back to the patient. So it's a cycle, it's continuous. It will take about 4 hours for all the contaminants in the patient to be removed. Okay, so the patient's vitals will be measured. We have sensors built inside the machine, and all the vitals will be displayed on this screen. So the blood pressure, the electrocardiogram, blood flow rate and temperature, all of them would be displayed here for the doctor to see. We have also programmed the machine to make automatic adjustments to any deviations. For instance, when there is a significant drop in temperature, the machine may increase the pump speed for to maintain the system to circulate. All the circulation should be constant and no deviation. So we also have visual alarms that will alert the doctor to any deviations that I talked about so that they can attend to the patients.
Can this really work in a health facility?
So please, honestly speaking, this is a prototype, so it has to undergo some process of refining before it can come to the market.
More scientific refinery before it can come to the market. So now what are we waiting for?
We want to invest in this because there are lots of things that we are planning on adding. We want to add robust peristaltic pumps that will actually trap the air bubbles that we can even see, because if they should go into a patient, it can end up killing the patient. So we have a lot of modifications to make.
What's really inspired the team to do this?
Please, thank you for the question. Please, we heard of the dialysis treatment situation in Kolebu Hospital, and then we got to know how dialysis treatment is very costly in our country. So we decided to create an affordable dialysis solution using locally sourced materials so that the cost of production will come down. So that in the next 2 to 5 years, we expect that this machine will be deployed to hospitals and clinics in Ghana so that the poor, those in far areas, those in areas with unreliable power supply can get access to affordable dialysis treatment.
Atiefo mo se men twatro fi ha yin twatro ha ye no kwarum kuto ene ye ka ho asam mo se ne firi ni si ye adwuma fa e wonwa keke nti moje fina ada wumu no afiri no betwene nyina fi wumu na eretwe no na wo ma moja eye papa e de replace ni awotwe na ase wo wumu na ebetimi ama owu aba no esanse moja na nye papa akoma na moyi na kise owu kwan so na wasi no nti wohwe hama na moja no mu na de na mu no na wotwe moja sufi no afi wumu na yasama foforo na wode abobra na wotimi de atena wiase bio
yo atiefo wohwe sania mofra no esi akeka wo ho na wotimi build sa machine no na eye wonwa pa na no nyina achi no another group with the same Obuase senior high technical school won so won ya won bi na em say school na ko school bi say Ghana Education Service and a Ministry of Education and a minister nkasa otimi bwanan na oku school mu ho no kohwe nia mofra no eye na enwo kakra mofra na ye afiri a wode to aba eye ballot box no na ujinachi na ohwese nia machine so operate a no kase mofra nketinketi enanya sa adwini dia ya afiri na unso nyankopon ne ho yehu woni odi dua obiara mu senia Jerusalem kan say wacheche talent no biara na ne de ampa na mofra timi ya afiri a ballot box electronic ballot box and electrical ballot box say oka friend then ballot paper no ebiem boso fanase bia opese otu ebien na umu bia hunti waka paper na boso wo de sha mpeke this is a single ballot paper na enwa keke wo de tumu a na machine no a number 1 no biato ofufuru tumu a na wa number 2 Inti at the end of the day, no, we number of ballot papers what they feed the ballot box no, according to senior numbers no, esi dan hofa. Inti etiefo media no so ebe chiremu. Na moma yenko abakwa se mu kakra. Won ye olupria ne yedi tukwan kwa ebrichiri ni ade. Our friend Wright brothers. Sa na wo sha sen kakran sa. Wo ye na nyulu prayer. Etimi feni pa be bia na biesa. Na so wan dan de ni amande. Olu pretimi feni pa 500 no na mbrim. Embrim podi scientists bi kan say ade bi ye da ade bi ntimi nkowim. But my Wright brothers put to the pakono wrong. My nedade timi fewim. Inti uhwe investors no to tenu yakopon ma was any so ade hunu. Mark Faraday, Edwin John Bunyan, David Livingstone, and Isaac Newton. The law of gravitation. Yakopon wo ni odi dua obi biara mu. Inti school yi na ma sa ne mai edi pue efi mofra ni mu. I hope say Ghana for the adwenkro akomakro besum na free education na gina na nea ibikura obetimi abeya onwade a ebebua Ghana no na awofokoro ni sika anka obetimi akosku na mu free education nti obetimi akọ na sad na pue fini mu nti mu miafa akomakro ene adwenkro ne mfansum na entimi ngina yankọ nkonkọhwe nea mofra na ye debi no ebidu mmiribi no na one machine no na wode to aba ewo oman enti technician yanko na yankɔhwɛ senia mofra no afiri ne city na senia wosi operate difa.
So this our smart ballot box.
Smart
ballot box.
Ballot box.
Yes.
The ballot box that we use for election.
Yeah.
That is what you've done over here.
Yes, please.
Explain. I need to know what it is and how it works.
So this ballot box helps in solving the cases of multiple voting. Like during election, someone can cast in 2 or more ballot sheets, but maybe you wouldn't know, since there will be no indication that
the person is putting in 2 or 3 or 6.
Yes, but this one has an alarm, and the alarm sounds immediately. A ballot sheet is casted inside to know whether a person has casted in one or more ballot sheets.
And we also have rollers here. The rollers are made in such a way that it cannot take in 2 or more ballot sheets.
Wait, yes. I need to understand what is happening here. This thing you have here is for election.
Yes.
So when I want to vote, will you give me this one? I'm not going to put it in. Imagine this is the voting paper.
Yes.
and I show up and I have 2 of this. So it's less or more like this one is supposed to count
the number of ballot sheets.
The ballot sheet we put in,
Yes.
right?
Yes, please.
So if I have this one and I put it in, it will count here 1.
Yes, it will display on the display board. as
Here.
1. Yes.
Amazing. So if I put in 2, like I'm a thief,
Yes.
and I smuggle to pick 2 of this and I put it in there, it will show 2.
No, it won't enter. It won't even enter the ballot box.
Sir?
Yes.
Maybe if you are piling it up, it wouldn't enter. But in case you want to do it maybe 1 by 1, it will sound an alarm to indicate that you are doing it more than 2, more than 1.
So if I put this thing together and I'm putting it, it will not enter.
Yes.
Yes.
It will not
However, if I am too smart and I take it one after the other, like fast, and I pick one and put it in, I pick one, and it will show that I've put 2.
Yes. It will show that you picked.
It will show that I've put 2.
And everyone will know that you've kept 2 because of the alarm.
This thing here,
Yes.
when did you design this?
Around 2020.
2020. Is the Electoral Commission aware that you've done this?
I'm sure.
Is the Education Minister aware that you've done this?
I'm sure.
You are sure. You cannot tell for sure, but you believe he has seen it.
Yes.
The government has seen it. Have you published this thing since you made it? You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is your teacher here, the one in charge of this robotics, that he's here?
Yes,
I'll
please.
definitely have a conversation with him. But they say that etu emra na chasing the hanamutui. So you do that thing. They want to see, right? Take the thing. Let us see the thing. So before that, I want to see something. What is this? Please come and show them this thing here. This one is what?
This is a power bank.
This the power bank.
So this is what powers the whole system.
Yes. And
Both
also
of
a
them.
battery.
They are,
And this is the battery.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, and then this is the screen.
Yes.
So do that thing and let us see.
Okay. So
This is Obuasi Senior High Technical School. They want to show you that this is not a regular school.
okay, so immediately you stand here, the system starts to operate.
No. Come here again. Vijay.
Yes.
I say, that thing is not a joke. Oh. So you see, when we are casting votes, you don't stand here and cast votes. They've designed the thing in such a way that you have to come and stand here. The thing detected my hand, it started working.
Yes.
yes.
It's rolling it down in here, it's rolling. Okay, come and put that in.
Okay, so immediately you stand here, the system starts to operate. Yes. And this is where we put the ballot sheet.
Okay.
So I'll put in the ballot sheet, and then the ballot sheet enters, and it will display
you
the
hear
number
that
of
P
ballot
is one
sheets.
here?
Yes.
Put again. Put
Okay.
again, let me see.
So I'm adding another one.
P2.
Yes, and another one. So
Hey! No, pause! Let me try that thing.
Okay.
Let me try it myself.
okay.
If it is a scam,
No.
how many do we have there?
We have
Three.
three there.
Three.
Yes, please.
We have
Has
four
it counted?
now.
It's
Yes.
4.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. It's 5.
Yes.
So in case you want to pile up, let's demonstrate it.
The thieves.
Yes.
In case maybe you want to pile up more than one
Thank-
sheet,
It will not
won't
go.
enter.
it won't enter.
Yes.
yo enti na Ghana na yerekɔ yanim saa no dan a yebedu baabi bibia ni hɔ a eni ahyase ade a wahyase bia nso wɔ na awie enti yede akoma pesum a yebenya awie papa Koda Media TV so na wohwɛ saa ahintasɛm yi
mesinde edi kan woreba so a na wa subscribe to Decoder Media TV o like ya na akwachiri na wonu ebi so enya bi ehu Ghana memuna ne nyina eguso nkakra no enti yede besi ha